this example, we're going to utilize an array to populate 3 cells, in this case, using the function small and large. But again, we're going to do this just using one function to do all 3 scenarios. So you have a function in Excel called small, and it returns the smallest value in a range of cells. Now that sounds an awful lot like a function we know about called min, which returns the minimum value. However, with small, I can specify what smallest value I want to see. Do I want to see the smallest, the second smallest, the third smallest? What do I want to see? And we can utilize an array to do this. So I'm going to select 3 cells below my title here of small 3. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a function. So I'm going to do equals small. The function is just called small. Then it says, where's your array? Well, this is the array of numbers I would like to get the smallest values from. Then a comma. Then it wants k. And what k is the what smallest. So the blank smallest value in that array. So what I'm going to do here is I want the first smallest, the second smallest, and the third smallest moving down in my selected cells. So at this point, I could actually put in an array. I could do 1, and then I would not use a comma because, again, remember, commas move horizontally across an array. I want to move vertically down. I want the smallest here, the second smallest, and the third smallest. So I'm going to use a semicolon. We place that within an array. So if I read through this, it says equals small, B2 to D6, there's my range, comma, and then in an array, so in those curly braces, I've done 1, semicolon, 2, semicolon, 3, close the curly braces, indicating the first smallest, the second smallest, and the third smallest moving down in these cells. So if I hold Control Shift and hit Enter, it puts it in. I've done one function to handle what normally would be done in 3. So if you could also, of course, think larger scale here, maybe I wanted to see the 10 smallest, I'm saving myself a lot of time with this simple knowledge about arrays. Let's do another example. Let's do large. So I'm going to do equals large. It's set up a very similar way, except large returns the largest values. And then in the array, I would like I'll tell you what, let's do something a little different here. I'd like the largest, then a semicolon, because I want to move down. Then let's get the third largest, semicolon, then the 5th largest. Why not? Okay? Just to change it up, just so you get an idea that we don't have to always use 1, 2, 3. So again, this is saying I want the largest values in that range. And then I would like to place in this first one the largest value, then the third largest value below it, and then the 5th largest value below that. So again, if I hold Control Shift, hit Enter, it populates the values, in they go, one function to handle what normally would be done in 3. So this is how we can utilize vertical or horizontal arrays in Excel functions to save us a lot of time and hassle. In the next video, in part 4, I'm going to show you how you can utilize arrays with a very common popular function called VLOOKUP.